Hi, my name is Sarah Mott, and I will be analyzing Wendy Wasserstein's play, The Sisters Rosensweig, a play about three very different sisters who come to celebrate the eldest sister's 54th birthday in London, while a few odd characters join in on the celebration. There are three sisters, and their names are Sarah, Gorgeous, and Finny. They come from a Jewish New York family, not very much unlike Wendy Wasserstein's family herself. My research question for this play is, how does the playwright Wendy Wasserstein use symbols in the Sister Rosensweig to progress in the relationships in this play? There are a lot of relationships that are important to this play. Sarah, an expatriate Jewish American woman and head of a large Hong Kong bank in London, starts a new relationship with Merv, a Jewish American furrier. Then there's the relationship between Sarah and her 17-year-old daughter Tess. The relationship seems strained throughout the play, as Tess wants to run off to Lithuania with her boyfriend Tom for reasons of political protest against the Soviet Union going on there at this time. The final relationship is between the sisters Rosensweigs themselves. The first relationship I will explore is between Sarah and Merv, and the symbol of their relationship comes in the form of a statue of Shiva, the destroyer, a Hindu god. Finny, the youngest sister, first gives the statue to her niece Tess, saying on page 9, "Here, this God will destroy all evil and bring you rebirth and a lifetime guarantee that under no circumstances will you grow up to be like me." Tess takes the statue but offers a different solution for it. She replies, "Can I give it to my mother? My mother is in desperate need of hope and rebirth, and I'm afraid my mother has given up Aunt Finny. I think she is perfectly content to relive her life through me." Thus it is Sarah who needs the rebirth, supposedly, from the statue of Shiva. And we see that Sarah is indeed given this rebirth at the end of the play. After Sarah's one-night stand with Merv, the faux furrier from New York, she acts coldly and kicks him out the next morning. When she calls him and he comes to see her at her home a few days later, we see that Sarah has had a change of heart. Before Merv can leave on his business trip to Dublin, Sarah gives him the statue of Shiva, again stating what Finny originally said of the statue, that it will ward off evil and bring you hope and rebirth. But then Sarah adds a little more, saying, "I want to stir up your life a little, Mervyn Cantowitz." He then agrees to call her once he gets to Dublin. Another symbol is also present at the beginning and the end of the play, like the statue of Shiva. But this symbol represents how some things don't change, while the statue of Shiva represents change. The play opens with the song "Shine On Harvest Moon" playing on one of Sarah's old college a cappella group records that she made when she was in school at Radcliffe. Her daughter Tess sings along to it. The play ends with the same song being sung by Sarah and Tess together after Tess decides to let Tom go to Lithuania alone for the protests. Sarah sweetly ends the play by singing the line, "So shine on harvest moon, for me and my gal," while caressing Tessa's face. Things are all right after all the fights and disagreements between Sarah and Tess throughout the play. But as the song is the bookend of the play, it shows how Tess and Sarah's relationship is eternal and how special it is. The final relationship is between the three sisters, Sarah, Finny, and Gorgeous. They are completely different people, but still related and can connect like sisters can. We see their connection towards the end of the play and on page 73, after they each have dealt with their personal problems. Sarah is giving hope in her new relationship with Merv. Finny is dumped by her bisexual boyfriend, Jeffrey, for men again. And Gorgeous admits how her husband has not had a job in 2 years and instead spends his entire nights writing mystery novels and claiming that he can be the next Dashiell Hammett. Exhausted, they all sit down on the couch together, and Finny and Gorgeous lie on Sarah, the eldest sister, and she begins to stroke their hair. Sarah can still take care of them, and they can still lean on her as the eldest sister. Throughout the play, she dispenses advice to both of them, and usually advice they take to heart. As they converse, they begin to make fun of Gorgeous, and Sarah and Finny tickle her after making fun of her, quote, pish-pish rejuvenation treatments. Gorgeous then runs away with Finny chasing after her, both of them laughing and giggling, while Sarah stays on the couch, listening and smiling. These sisters will always be like children with each other, because no matter how much time passes or what they each have dealt with personally, they will always have each other and that special bond that siblings share. No matter how much time has passed between each of their visits, they can always fall easily back into their sister relationship. With this play, an important thing to look at is the comparisons between it and the other two Wasserstein plays we have discussed. Uncommon Women and Others in the Heidi Chronicles. We see that Uncommon Women and Others was produced in 1977, and it deals with college-age women coming to terms with life and what can be expected of them after they leave college and enter into the real world. It deals with them trying to figure out who they are and their identities and trying to decide what they want to do. The other play is the Heidi Chronicles, and it's produced in 1988, and it looks at career New York women and they're trying to find how to have it all, a family and a career. It deals with the problems that they face at this stage in their lives, mostly mid-20s, early 30s, of trying to start a family but still trying to keep their careers. The Sister Rosensweig is different. It's produced in 1992, and the characters are older. Sarah has just celebrated her 54th birthday, and the youngest sister, Fiddy, is 40. They are dealing with how to keep their lives interesting and finding new hopes. They each have gone through relationships and moved on to other ones. Sarah is twice divorced. Benny reflects that she is 40 and still traveling the world and is a bit eccentric. And at 20, that might have been cute or funny, but now at 40 it's starting to get a little strange. Tess comments on how Sarah is content to live her life through her and needs a rebirth. As Wasserstein has grown older, so have her characters and the issues they have faced in the current world. The sisters Rosensweig are still looking for their metaphorical Moscow, like the three sisters in Anton Chekhov's play, which this play strongly draws upon. But they still have a lot of work to do before they are truly happy, and the key to each of the relationships is the relationship to each other and those closest to them.